Hello, students. This is your teacher Manpreet Kaur, and I'm back with part 2 of The Patriot, where I am going to discuss the literary devices which are used in this poem. So, you can see here the first literary devices is the rhyming scheme. So, you can just check the rhyming scheme of the poem is A B A B A. So it's given here A B A B A. Okay, and the words like way, sway, bells, cries, bleeds, misdeeds, etc. are linked with the theme of the poem. Okay, so here if I tell you about the themes of the poem, so the first theme is the fickle mindedness of people and the spirit of optimism. Okay, so way, sway, so the swaying of the emotions of people, that they are easily tend to believe whatever they see. And then bells, the death bell, it can be suggestive of. Then cries, bleeds, and misdeeds. So there are two themes of this poem, that is number one, the fickle mindedness of the people, the whimsical people, and number two is the spirit of optimism, because towards the ending of the poem you have learnt that the patriot is optimistic that he will be rewarded in the house of God, in the heaven. Number two, imagery, and it is further divided into this four parts, which is there on your screen. So imagery here, number one is visual imagery. So visual imagery is the one when you read some words used in the poem or any text, and an image is created in your mind. Okay, whatever you read, you get a flashback of an image of the same thing which you are reading. So like the path strewn with roses and myrtle, so here you can get the image that how the path of the patriot was laid with the flowers, so many flowers on his way. The church spires blazing with flags of victory. So over the church, on the spires there were flags which symbolized the victory of the patriot. Then the few paralyzed persons sitting at the window. So while the patriot was taken towards the scaffold gate, he was taken for the execution. There were a few people who were sitting inside their houses. So only those people who were paralyzed and those who were able to move, so they just went at the scaffold's gate, and even at the shambles gate, and even at the scaffold's foot. Then the patriot being led in the rain with his forehead bleeding. So when you read this line, you get an image of the person who walked in the rain and his forehead was bleeding because the people, they have thrown stones at him. Then number two is auditory images. So these are the images which give you an auditory effect, the listening effect, the ringing of the church bells. Okay, so you get the sound in your imagination of the ringing of the church bells, so you know how the bell sounds. The joyous cries of the crowd, so how the crowd might at that time be shouting in enthusiasm, so they were appreciating the patriot. Okay, then the tactile image. So number three is tactile image, an image of an object provided by the sense of touch. Okay, so let us see first of all the example, the feeling of blood coming down from the forehead by the patriot. तो ये भी एक इमेज है, even we get a feel, you know, that feeling of blood coming down from the forehead. So this is this comes in the category of the visual image also, and tactile, because it can be felt with our own sense of touch. Okay, then the feeling of the tight rope cutting his hands. So it is said by the patriot that his hands were being cut by the rope because it was very tight. So even this tactile image can be shared in our mind also. So we get a feel that how tightly the rope was tied. Then number four, kinesthetic image. it relates to a person's awareness of the position and movement of the parts of body by means of sensory organs. It is written here with a pencil. सो काइनेस्थेटिक इमेज होती है कि जब हमारे सेंस ऑर्गन्स प्लस व्हेन वी हैव द विजुअल इमेजरी ऑफ ओके द मूवमेंट ऑफ समथिंग, okay, the movement as well as the position of something. So when the poet portrays the image, the patriot says the house roofs swaying with people in excess to have a glimpse of the patriot. Okay, so we can just imagine how the people were sitting over the rooftops and how the rooftops were they were just swaying with people, means lot of people on the rooftops. The old walls rocking with the crowd and cries. So how the old walls, they were all full of people who were shouting, and a lot of people again gathered here. So this also gives us the image of position and movement of something. Okay, now here movement, rocking word, it shows the movement. The act of leaping at the sun, so leap, this also shows the movement. So these are the kinesthetic images. So the next is allusion. So in part 1 of the Patriot, where the poem was explained to you, so we have already discussed about Icarus. Okay, the fall of Icarus, when he and his father, they both were kept in the maze by the king, and then to just get free from that labyrinth or the maze, father and the son duo, what they did was they prepared the wings made up of wax and wood, and they were able to get themselves free. Now here allusion means when an incident is related to the past. ठीक है, कोई past का historical कोई incident ऐसा जिसको यहाँ इसके साथ यहाँ poet ने कहीं relate किया है. So the poet uses the mythological allusion of Icarus falling to the sky with the help of wings fixed to his arms with the wax in the line, "Alack, it was I who leaped at the sun." So in the way how Icarus wanted to move towards the sun, he became over ambitious, but as a result his wings melted because they were made of wax, and he fell down and he died. So this was the cause of his death. Over ambition was the cause of Icarus' death. In the same way, the patriot, while moving towards the shambles gate, he says that alack, the expression of sorrow, "It was I who leaped at the sun." Here who leaped at the sun, an illusion which is related Icarus. Okay, but here according to the patriot, it means he tried to do the impossible for his people, to give my loving friends to keep. So I wanted to bring the sun and I want to give it to my loving friends, means the people, those who were appreciating him. But here it is suggestive, it is the symbol of doing something impossible, and it also refers to Icarus, an illusion. Icarus, as we know, fell into the sea as he rose nearer to the sun, and his wax melted. The patriot, like Icarus, was over ambitious and hence had his tragic downfall. Over ambition often leads to sad ends. So this is something of universal importance. So universally it happens that the person who becomes over ambitious, so he has to one day he always have a sad ending. Then the irony. So the poet has used irony to bring about the contrast between the past and the present. It is best used in the line when the poet says, "It's God that shall repay, I am safer so." So this is ironic that when he is dying he feels safe. So irony means something which is in contrast with the other thing. ठीक है, जैसा हम सोच रहे हैं तो उसके बिल्कुल opposite अगर कोई चीज़ होती है, that is irony. So here the poet says that patriot feels optimistic at the end. Otherwise, when a person is close to death, so there are the feelings of fear in the mind, okay, the fear of death. But here the patriot was not having fear of death, rather he was optimistic that he feels safer in the bosom of God. Okay, thank you students.